It's 5 o'clock now, and in a second we're going to rewind back to the beginning of our day at 9 a.m.
So stay tuned, you guys, if you want to see us jumping off some 8 to 10 meter waterfalls.
We got a big day planned. It's 9 a.m. We left about 30 minutes ago. We got 10 minutes left to go, more or less. We're going to the Grutas de Cacahuamilpa.
This is the caves, right?
Yeah, it's the caves. So we're maybe 10 minutes away, but we're starving. So I haven't eaten. So we just stopped at this little place on the side of the road. We're going to try to do the caves, and if we can figure it out, we're going to do Mil Cascadas. They recommend going with the tour, but you know.
But we got a car, get ourselves up there. I mean, all we got to do is pay an entry fee, right? And wander around some waterfalls.
Yeah. We're gonna find out if we can do this or not, but we'll let you know. We'll give any information we find out. We'll be sure to pass that along. A little bit tiring.
The hike out.
Yeah, the hike back out of the cave. We got here right at like 9:30, 9:45, somewhere on there.
Yeah.
9:30, I think. Paid 50 pesos to park, and then a guy came up to us and we paid him 50 pesos to wash the car, or watch the car. Yeah. They have a lot of different options for what you can do. There's just the Grutas, the cave.
Yeah, just see in the cave. You can do the Grutas and go on some boats in the calm river down below.
They have a little zip line.
Mm-hmm.
You can rappel, like you can do like rock climbing and then rappel.
Yeah, you rock climb up and then you can rappel back down, I think.
Yeah.
And then there's the little, I mean, what would you call that? They call it the
escaladas. That's the rock climbing, I think.
Oh, okay.
The other thing, yeah, I'm trying to think what they call that. That's yeah, you cross over like a freestyle bridge, kind of.
They're just boards that are like a foot apart.
Yeah.
But you're strapped in.
And that's a couple hundred yards. So there's that. Mm-hmm. And each package has there's a package that has everything, just a couple of things, and those range from like 250 to, if you did everything, I think it would be 430 pesos.
There's another one I saw that was like 500, but it was a different kind of package too. So yeah, 500
pesos. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That would. And then and then I believe the tours leave like every hour. We had a Spanish-speaking guide, but apparently there are English-speaking guides. You need to ask. When we left, we saw.
Yeah, they must have started about 11, but as we were walking out, there was an English-speaking tour, so it'd be a little bit more fun to understand what's being said.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly...
It's a lot of folklore.
Yeah, there's some legends and things like that in there, but it's, and a lot of it really is, hey, look at this.
Panda.
Yeah, this is a panda. Here's Benito Juarez.
Those are two people kissing.
Here's two people kissing. What else we got? Crocodile. And we had La Sagrada Familia. Anyway, you get the picture. It's a lot of like him pointing out with things with flashlights and telling it what it looks like.
More fun in English.
Yeah, definitely in English would be better. 2 kilometers in. That takes about an hour and a half, and then you walk back out, and it's 2 kilometers back out, and that's maybe 25 minutes or so. And
you don't have to stay with the group then.
Right, you're kind of on your own. You can get more photos and videos and stuff, but overall, I mean, it's really cool here. It's very calm.
So all we decided to do was the caves. So it was 150 pesos a person. But as we came in, you could zip line over to the caves if you wanted to for an extra 60 pesos per person, which we did not.
We did not do that. And at the end, he'll ask you for a tip too, so you can throw him whatever, 20 or 50 pesos. I think that's about it, right, for here? Yeah, I mean, it's 12 o'clock now, so that was a 2-hour tour, and maybe we'll see if we can get to the Cascadas, Mil Cascadas now.
Yeah, it seemed like the first tour is about 10 o'clock too.
Yeah.
I don't know if we said that.
There was a group leaving, but I don't know for sure if that was a private group or what was going on there. So yeah.
They looked like kids, and we couldn't really buy our tickets until like right before 10. So we bought our tickets and then went through. So
they yeah, and it's really nice and cool in there. Also.
Yeah. Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, so you'll be very comfortable. It's easy. You don't need to wear. You can wear flip flops. It's very nice paved pathways. And yeah, that's about it. All right, well, maybe we'll see you at Mil Cascadas. We made it. It's about 45 minutes from the Grutas. Really bumpy, curvy road.
You gotta have a decent rig to get up here. You don't want a little car.
It can be narrow in sections. Can have some steep drop-offs in some sections. You're driving about, 5 miles per hour, 10 kilometers an hour. And then you get here, there's not many people here. When you enter, it's 200 pesos per person, and that supposedly includes the tour. We didn't have water shoes, so we had to buy those. Those are
180 a piece.
Yeah, we got a little bit of food to eat. That was 70 pesos for a quesadilla and
big water.
Yeah, and a bottle of water, and it's really pretty here though.
Yeah, it's beautiful. They've got like a little area down here you can swim. And it's like a nice little park with grass and stuff out here that you can hang out.
Yeah. It's 1:30, that's when the tour starts, and he said it lasts like maybe 2 hours or so, right? Hour and a half, 2 hours?
Yeah, I thought he said 3.
Okay, till about 3, so that's an hour and a half. Water level's a little low, so we probably can't do everything. It's not the best season to do this.
Do it in the summer.
Yeah.
And it's the rainy season.
Yeah. So we'll let you know here in just a second how it goes. Just Allie and myself on this tour. Pretty cool first stage, right, Allie?
Yeah. We gotta do some jumping in some caves.
Hiked on one cave, and that cave, he said that you can't, in the summertime, the water level's too high, so you can't even jump or go into it, I should say. But fun. Saw some bats too. That's pretty neat. Now we're hiking to a different part of the park. Water level's really low, but it's also very pretty back here. Guide says the best time to come is September. Allie's trying to swim underneath there.
I got scared.
You got scared? No, didn't happen? Okay.
I went in a little bit, but I don't know, man. It's kind of dark in there.
Makes sense. Little jump. Bye-bye.
Salud.
Alright, just got back from a successful day. Thought we'd talk a little more about the what did we
Waterfalls.
The waterfalls, yeah, Mil
Mil
Cascadas.
Cascadas.
Right, so what do you think?
It was worth it, and it's not even the great season to go.
As we mentioned before, we had to buy the water shoes. If you're gonna do this, you need to bring water shoes, or you're gonna have to buy them there. Not a lot of options, probably more expensive.
Yeah. May not have your size.
May not have your size.
We lucked out. They had them for us.
Really lucked out. I mean, then we had maybe 15 pairs. So, in a bathing suit,
Definitely.
you really don't even need a towel, but we because we drove, we had to hide our car keys underneath the car, because so if you want to carry anything with you, you need a waterproof stuff, but pretty much dry bag. Yeah. So we showed some of that video from the caves, and then after that, the other thing is, the guide, right?
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Oh, definitely. It's worth it to have the guide. He helped us through so many things. He was the one who led us to all the different waterfalls that we never would have found if not. He took photos of us the whole time. He was showing us photos of what it looks like in the summer, which we definitely want to go back in the summer, so.
Yeah, and you don't need to have a guide. They offer their services, but there were people that were just walking around. However, we would recommend you get a guide, and they work for tips.
So the 200 pesos for each person is just to get into the park. And if you want to go wander around and go to the waterfalls on your own, go for it. But without the guide, you're not allowed to jump into the waterfalls, and I wouldn't recommend it because you don't know. He would show us exactly where we should jump everywhere. Yeah. And he even, to get us to jump off the first one, he jumped off first.
It wasn't the first one. It was like maybe the third one.
One of the higher ones.
Yeah. It was cool. Doing those jumps, 8-10 meter jumps, a few small ones, some cool areas to swim through. Like you said, he was showing us new places. We were hiking up, like where waterfalls are during the high season and the river is, and now it's just rocks.
Yeah. We came in one way, and then he hiked us out up waterfalls. And he said during, the summer, he said there will be water coming down here. We still hike up these, so that's how we get out, and it's just water coming at you.
So we did both of these activities today. From when we left to get back, that was about 8 hours. Yeah. If we really did everything, like even at the other place, we could still have done it. Maybe would have been 10 hours or so. It would have been a long day. The waterfalls, they're open 365 days a year, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. I believe. Yep. There are places in Taxco where you can pay someone to take you on each of the tours. They mostly recommend you only do one per day, and they'll sell the packages, but and the
prices ranged.
Prices range, yeah. Usually they were probably around $1,500, $1,200, $1,500, but you can maybe get a little bit less per person. I don't know if that includes everything, but it's definitely transportation, probably the guide.
Yeah. Our Airbnb person told us that she had a connection to get for us to do 900 pesos a piece.
900 pesos, yeah.
So, but everywhere we looked in town, it was going to be like 12 to 15, and unless there was more people, you had to get like above 6 people or 6 people or more. Yeah. So.
And everybody tells you really you can't do it. So we had no idea when we were going there if we were going to be able to get in with a group. Turns out there's hardly anybody there. But it all worked out as good as it possibly could.
It's a bumpy ride, but there were cars in there too. So we have the Duster, but there were small little cars in there that took the truck in there, and it's just long and it's slow, but it's definitely worth it. For sure.
It was totally worth it. It was way exceeded our expectations.
Oh yeah,
I think
because we knew there isn't a lot of rain right now, so we were like, oh, this is gonna be bogus, but it's so cool.
Both really exceeded my expectations, I would say. And if you go to Taxco, you should do both, and you can do them with or without a car. I guess that's the.
Yeah, definitely. You can, if you come in here on a bus, you'll find a group to take you in there, and you get to kind of pick when you go, and you can find more inexpensive ones if you shop around a little bit, or have a few days to say, oh, we'll wait and go in like 3 days when you have a bigger group or something.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. All right, I think that about covers it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Hopefully we've convinced somebody to come out here and do this. All right. Thanks, guys. Take care. Adios.